Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad, and welcome to Monday's edition of the MUFC Daily. Now, I put up a bit of an analogy about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on my Twitter account at Movies TV Mad yesterday, but just in case you haven't read it, this is it, because I think this is perfect. Now, I'm a writer, actor and director. I write, act in and direct my own plays here in Cyprus. And about a year ago, I performed as a character who was going into hospital to visit a friend. Now, my character, which means I was wearing a surgeon's gown and a mask. So by accident, this character wearing this stuff walks into an operating theatre and they're waiting for the surgeon to come in. So they mistakenly think that this character is a surgeon. And before he can say anything, he's operating on someone. He hasn't passed his medical exams. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's bullshitting his way through it. That's my analogy for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is what he is. He's the accidental manager. He's the guy who's turned up. He should have gone maybe to start his new job down at the Bins, and all of a sudden, everyone's assuming he's a Manchester United manager, and he's shit at it. This is an embarrassing situation. Again, of course, he hasn't been sacked. We were hoping, or at least I was hoping, he would be sacked by now. What's embarrassing about this situation, of course, is that we all know he should be sacked. He shouldn't be manager. We are now seeing the kind of situation, the reality of the situation. He could still be the manager, as he predicted, for the Watford game. This is something that now the fans are going to have to, start taking action over. But that's the reality of the situation. Who was sacked yesterday? Well, someone else was sacked. Was it Dean Smith of Aston Villa? I'm going to say this. Better managers than him are being sacked, and he's being protected. He's like fucking Batfink. Who remembers Batfink? My wings are like a shield of steel. Who remembers Batfink? Anyway, maybe I'm a bit before your time, but he was fun. He was an animated character. But this guy seems so, he's got a bubble around him protecting him. They think eventually he's going to be Sir Alex Ferguson and he's going to turn it around. Even if he goes on a winning streak, he's never going to win any trophies. He's already bottled winning trophies at Manchester United. So now all fans are by their devices, by the internet all day, waiting to hear breaking news: Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been sacked. And the reality is, this may not happen. Now, I've still got a little bit of hope it's going to happen. Now, very interesting yesterday, a very interesting rumour, was it from Caught Offside, that Brendan Rodgers has unofficially agreed to be Manchester United manager from the beginning of next season, but Manchester United want him now. So how true is this? Well, no one else was reporting it, but there's a lot of journalists trying to protect Solskjaer and doing as the club tells them. And obviously, Caught Offside didn't get the memo. What do I think of Brendan Rodgers as a potential manager? Just like Conte. He wouldn't be my first choice, but he's a very good manager. He's superior to Solskjaer. And even if he comes in now and does a year or so or 18 months or so, Rodgers will do a good job. People going back to the fact that he failed at the final hurdle to win the league for Liverpool. That was because of Slippy G. These things happen, right? You can't blame a manager for that. He's a very good manager. I'd much rather have him than Ole. And we're in what, November now? The pickings are slim. Like they were. We're in the same situation. I can't believe this club has got itself in the same situation as we were in under Mourinho. Instead of sacking him, aka when he finished second, just like Ole did, and say, this is as far as we go, Jose, thank you for the trophies, thank you for everything, but let's leave as friends. In the end, it became bitter and twisted. There was no need for that. And we're in this position again, right? And I hate to be boring and be repetitive and say the same things again, but Ole should have been sacked. He got us to second. That's as far as he could have got us. We all knew that. He failed to win trophies last season, and he had an opportunity to win, was it the FA Cup? So he's a bottler. And all he cares about is self-survival. At the end of the day, I am not going to hide how I feel about this manager. It's kind of having a party and you tell your mates and your girlfriend, don't invite that geezer. First of all, he smells. Second of all, he gropes all the women, which I think is despicable. I actually do think that's despicable. You shouldn't be groping anyone. But not a nice person, but I ain't got the heart to tell him that I'm not really his friend anymore. Let's just not tell him there's a party. Someone tells him there's a party and he fucking gate crashes. And we're thinking, we want this geezer. Everyone's coming up to me. We don't want this geezer here. It's the same with Ollie. Nobody wants you here, Ollie. Even your supporters, even the ones who pretend they're backing you and they're Ollie in. And is anyone Ollie in anymore? I don't think so. Maybe 1 or 2% of people. So he's the gate crasher now. Nobody wants you here, Ollie. Right? But you're saying, I'm going to stay anyway. I don't care if you don't like me. It's water off a duck's back. He doesn't care. He's already said he despises us fans on social media, even though a lot of the fans on social media are the same bloody people, not bloody people, amazing people that have season tickets for Old Trafford. You've got to think about what you're saying. This is why fans are turning on him. He's talking shit now. The treatment of Van der Beek is disgusting. People talking about Maguire saying that, people have lost confidence, and that's why they didn't do well against City. And Solskjaer looking like all dishevelled and shocked. What, he really said that? And I bet there was a bit of a bitching session afterwards. Listen, they said they were going to give Ollie 3 games. We beat Tottenham, a team with no lead in their pencil. We drew against Atalanta, a team we should be beating. And Manchester City, we didn't have a heartbeat. As I said, if we came out and had an attacking formation and pinned them back and they went at us and we went at them, right now I'd probably be still a little bit Ollie out, but a lot more, you know what, at least he's trying to change. But he's not. Since the Liverpool game, he's gone even more defensive. Now, I've seen managers at United go defensive before when they have a thrashing, but not with that formation and not the way he's doing it. He's taken all the attack-mindedness out of the team since Liverpool. It's like, we're not going to attack anymore. That doesn't work for us. We're Manchester United. Wherever we go in the world, whatever ground we play on, Old Trafford or an away ground, we should be attacking. Teams should be scared of our attack. They're scared of our players, but they know they're being blunted by the manager. And so we're in this weird situation like we have been for quite a while now. We all want him gone, or most of us want him gone, but he's still here. And, I talk to a lot of fellow Manchester United fans, and there's a lot of hatred and frustration for Solskjaer now. I never thought I would hate Solskjaer, but I can feel those emotions coming through. And there's still fans out there, I can tell the quiet fans, even YouTubers who don't want to talk on Twitter about Solskjaer, because they're kind of trying to keep this reputation that they're keeping it, positive and they're not being toxic. They're not the toxic fans. There's no toxicity. It's Manchester United are the toxic ones. Ed Woodward and the Glazers and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer himself are the toxic ones, not us. We all pay for this club. I've bought DVDs and Blu-rays and, merch and this. Some of you are season ticket holders. Some of you go to individual games. Whatever you do, you all invest. Or you subscribe to Sky or BT Sports. So we all pay for Manchester United. Even if you're not from Manchester, you invest in the club, emotionally or whatever. So we all have a right to vent our frustration. And I am quite simply like most people now, at the club and away from the club, Ollie out. I can tell you that there's not one player that wants Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to remain at Manchester United. Not one player backs this manager. And we heard yesterday that privately Ronaldo is so shocked at the unprofessionalism of Manchester United, the way it's gone down now in the professionalism. And that's a lot to do with the manager, but that's a lot to do with the ownership as well. So Ronaldo isn't happy. So this is a big problem, because if Ronaldo starts complaining, actually this is not a big problem. This is a fucking good thing. Because if Ronaldo's gone to the board and says, listen, I like Ollie, he's my friend, we played together, but this is no good. He's not good enough to be our manager. You have to get rid of him. And they say, oh, well, Ollie, and maybe the Glazers go, well, Cristiano, sit down, let's ride this buckaroo, and let's have some sausages and a 6-rib steak, yeah? No, he has to go. No, we're going to keep him, man, it'll be fine, he's a good buffer. Listen to me. He goes, or I go. Well, you can't go, you're under contract. I will annul my contract. I will lose money. I'm a millionaire. So say if he says that, right? He threatens to leave. He's willing to pay for his contract and just fuck off, right? Right? He goes somewhere else, to some club in Portugal. Doesn't matter to him because he's unwilling to have his reputation tarnished by this accidental manager. And I can see that happening. I think maybe if this is coming out, Ronaldo's already complained to the board. If he has and he's threatened to leave, that means Cristiano Ronaldo will get his way and we will get our way and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be no more. Because at the end of the day, that's what needs to happen here. So, is it Simon Stone, the BBC journalist, saying nothing's changed, they're going to keep Solskjaer? Don't be too sure. Don't be so sure. Still have hope that we'll get rid of him before the Watford game, because that's exactly what we need to do. This has been the MUFC Daily. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. And I'll be back tomorrow with even more MUFC Daily. Until then, goodbye.